Hey everybody, I'm Greg.
And I'm Katy. Welcome to the Meeple Society. Today we are playing Wayfarers of the South Tigris. Before we get started though, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon if you want notification of future content. Also, please turn on your Klingon subtitles. If we miss anything that I don't catch during editing, that way I can make adjustments there. Today we are going to do just kind of a brief overview of the rules. Most of the rules are going to get caught during the actual playthrough, and I will put timestamps down below to take you to those areas if you have questions. All right, so let's start with a brief overview. We are set up for a two-player game. Setup is actually identical in no matter your player count. The only thing that changes is how many of your upgrade tiles are put out. That's it.
How many resources
And the resource count. But for the main board, setup is identical. So each of these boards, this board is actually three separate pieces. Each piece is double-sided, so you can vary up your setup drastically depending on what you want to do. We just kind of randomly set this one up this morning. There are a number of upgrade tiles throughout the board. Each of these, the yellow, blue, black, and green, each come with 4 upgrade tiles each. You put out the number based on your player count. So we've got 2 of each one of them out, all of your purple ones out, and then randomly put out your journal tokens onto the different various blank areas of the board. Also, you put out 4 green workers on the board in the spots indicated. Every player starts with 3 of their 5 dice available. Your other 2 go up here. You get them later on in the game. And then again, depending on player count, each player will have a certain amount of influence over here on the side of the board in the guilds. In a 2-player game, first player has 1 in the blue guild, second player has 1 in the blue, 1 in the yellow. There are 5 decks of cards around the board. You have your townfolk cards, your space cards, your inspiration cards, which are basically boosters to your space cards. Space cards are all end of game scoring, whereas townfolk cards are immediate benefits as well as benefits that happen throughout the game under certain circumstances. Okay, so that's your inspiration. Then you've got your water cards and your land cards. Your water cards and your land cards go on either side of your player board and give you actions and provide extra action spaces throughout the game. And again, we'll go over those a little bit more as we go. Each of the player boards are a little different. Like this is the one I'm using for the game. And you can see the difference. The biggest difference is here on where your upgrade tiles go. So the boards are set up in a couple of different ways. You've got 3 starting areas that you can do different actions on. These also give you your different icons. Now this game works very strongly on icons. Your different tags, as they call them. Throughout the game, you're going to be rolling your dice. Whoops, you start out by rolling your 3 dice. You put your dice, well, we put them on top of the dice markers up here at the top. And then those dice now become action spots that you can do, that you can use. This game works on an action selection basis. You have your permanent workers, which are your dice, which change their powers each round, basically every time you have to re-roll them. Then you have your colored workers. You have your actual workers. These are shared resources, basically. Everybody starts with a yellow and a blue.
But they're not yours.
They're not yours. They're only yours as long as you possess them. These are eventually going to be put out on top of some of the cards. You can't put a blue one on that one. On top of the cards in order to do these actions on the edge of the board. Once you put it down on a card, though, he's no longer yours. He's out there for anybody to take that wants him. And we'll go over how that happens. So again, the biggest part of the player board that changes up is this area here. This is where you're going to be putting your upgrade tokens as you take them. For instance, this 1, I got lucky and rolled a 1 and a 6. There you go. The 1 automatically has access to a camel. Well, if I go here for the camel action, I can pay 2 provisions that I already have, and I can pick up a yellow card off of the board and get an extra silver. It's basically how all of these work. So if I want to use my telescope, because the 6 automatically has a telescope, I can go over here and I can either pick up a black space card or a black upgrade tile. Upgrade tiles, the cost of all upgrade tiles are here on the side of the board. 2 for the green, 3 or that colored influence from the guild for the black. Same with the blue, same with the yellow. 3 silvers or 2 influence of that color. But I can go there. Now, space cards, all of these other cards you can pick up so long as you have the action to do it. Like here, you can put any die here to pick up a green card. Or over here, I can put anywhere something I have a sailboat in, plus 2 provisions. I can pick up a blue card. You don't have to do anything else with them. To pick up the green cards, though, you do have to actually pay for the card, which is indicated up here in the top corner of the card. To pick up the space cards, though, you'll notice here on the board, it indicates how much those space cards cost, and they get progressively more expensive the newer they are from the deck. So the ones that have been up there for a little while are going to be a little less expensive.
And some give you instant.
Some give you instant. Yes, all of these cards, matter of fact, every card does this. Well, not every card. Majority of the cards give you instant benefits. So like this guy, for example, this card here gives you an instant ability of 1 coin. He provides you with a Vista tag, and I'll explain how that comes into play later. But every time I pick up a card or anything that has the star tag on it, I now get 1 provision for free. So that's kind of how the tags work in combo. The black cards, as long as this guy's up here, the black space cards are all endgame scoring. So for example, this one, it's worth 1 victory point plus 1 point for every observatory in my city. And then this one also provides me with an instant. As soon as I pick it up, I get one free provision. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about the individual actions. We're going to be hitting them all throughout the game, undoubtedly, so we will definitely cover them there. And once you learn the iconography, they're actually really easy to pick up.
Yep.
One thing to note, the rounds work, everybody takes 1 action, placing either out 1 of your dice or 1 of your colored workers. To place out the workers, again, you place them onto any card. Notice that each of these, like this one will only accept a green and a blue. Well, let me rephrase that. This one will accept 1 green or 1 blue. If Greg already has a blue here, I can't put my blue here.
You can put a green.
I can put a green if I have one, but I cannot put another blue there. This one here will accept 1 of each color. This one here will accept this one only accepts greens. So you can only have 1 green on there before it's taken. This one is green and yellow. So I can put out a worker onto a card and then take the action of this. So if I were to do this one here, for example, I would take 2 silver, put it into my supply, and I would take 1 of my influence tokens and put it in yellow. And that's the end of my turn. To pick up these workers off the board, there is an action that lets you do that. Like this action here will let you pick up workers. So if for this card, if I had, any time I picked up a tag of an observatory or a book, then I could just pick up a worker randomly off the board. But the normal way to pick up, the most common way to pick up workers is to actually purchase the card, to do the action to gain 1 of the cards, and you grab that card, in which case you grab the card, you put it into your player area, and the worker becomes yours. So at the end of every round, when there's nothing left you can or wish to do, you can re-roll your dice. You declare that you are resting and you re-roll your dice. And at that point, you can do any of the actions in blue down on the bottom of your player area. So for example, at the very beginning of the game, the only thing we have is this 1 right here that states if I have 0 or 1 dice left in my play area that I have not used, I get to do a journal action and I get 1 coin. And all of these have the same stipulation, the 0 to 1 dice. So I can rest anytime I want to and grab all my dice and re-roll them. But the only time I get to do the actions along the bottom is if I'm down to a minimum or maximum of 1 dice left to use. If I have 2 dice left up here in the top of my area, then I can't do that. I could rest, I just can't do any of the actions that it provides me. At that point, you re-roll your dice, you get to journal. Journaling is, I don't want to say the heart of the game, but it is definitely one of the most important parts because it is the game end trigger.
It takes, yeah, as I say, it takes control of the game.
It does. So when you journal, you take your piece and you move it up 1 spot through one of the ink spots. So for instance, this first time we journal, there is no requirement though. I can move to either one, whichever way I want to go. But after that, there's requirements involved. So if I go over here and I take the 2 coins from this spot, the next time I want to journal, I have to either have a blue upgrade tile or a green upgrade tile in order to move. Whichever way I go determines my path. It determines the direction I'm going to probably have to head the rest of the game. So it gives you an opportunity to look ahead, see what you need, and figure it out. Because maybe I have a green now, but I know getting these 2 harbors is going to be tough, or getting these 3 stars. I'm not anywhere close, but I already have my 1 open water. So maybe I want to try to get that blue and go this direction instead, so I have an open water and I can jump ahead a little bit. So this takes a little bit of forethought, but this is the crust of the game. The game ends when the first person gets to the last step of the journal. When you get to that last page, that triggers the game end. Everybody gets 1 further action, 1 more action, including
the person who triggered.
Yep, including the person who triggered, and then the game ends. Done.
I was going to say including myself, but I'm usually the one that triggers.
Yeah, I haven't won this game yet. I think we already just
yes,
we already announced that. So hopefully this will be the first one.
Ready?
All right, so we're going to get started again. Turn on your Klingon subtitles if you haven't already. Hopefully I won't need to use them, but just in the event I do, you'll be able to see where we discovered we flubbed. Let's get started. Yeah, roll our dice. I got a 4, a 3, and a 2. I can't do anything with those. So when you first start, the only dice that do you any good to start with is the 1s and 6s. And you've got all 1s and 6s. Really? Okay, I see how this is going to go already. So, all right, I get to go first though. There are some dice actions down here that don't require specific numbers, so I could always do that. There's also ways to gain ships, because you can, and I didn't explain this earlier, now's probably a good time. Over here in the guilds, you can remove your influence to do the action of that guild. So for example, the blues action is that I can remove 1 influence from the action and gain a sailboat, which means I could, if I wished, put any one of my dice over here, take this off of here to act as my sailboat, pay my 2 provisions, and pick up a blue card. So that is one way to work around dice limitations. But I don't know that I want to do that just yet. I haven't had a chance to look at what's out here yet. Ooh, that's a nice instant. That might be worth it. I think I'm actually going to... Yeah. All right, I am going to do that. I'm going to take my 3. I'm going to take my 4. Take my 1 influence out of here. Pay my... Oh, my 2 provisions got mixed up with the supply. Pay my 2 provisions. And I'm going to take this card. Now, when you take the card... So this is the card I'm grabbing. This gives me an instant action of picking up 1 of the yellow upgrade tiles for... no money. That's what the X and the 3 coins here means. This also, you see the lightning bolt here, will line up on the side of my board and instant action give me 1 silver. So I get the silver, I get 1 of these. I'm going to take this guy. So I have a hawk or a pigeon, whatever it is. I'm going to put him,
It's a pigeon.
It's a pigeon, okay. I'm going to put him right here. So now I am covering the silver spot on my board, so I get another silver. The spot under the 3 doesn't do anything. But so now my 2s, I have a pigeon resource available. And my 3s, I can upgrade to a 4 if I wish, which right now won't do me any good, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay. Your turn.
I'm doing the same thing as you just did. I'm putting one of those 6s. So now I'll take this one.
Oh,
which is going to give me 3. So I'm just going to take one out of the thing because it cost me 2.
Cost you 2, but gives you 3 back. Oh, here you go.
That gives me. Oh, yeah. There you go.
There you go. So again, he gets 3 provisions right off the bat. It gives him an open water tag, just like mine did. And for his instant action, it lines up with
another resource.
Another provision.
And I get to
influence a
card.
All right. So when you influence a card, that basically states that you have some interest in that particular card. In this case, what this means is that anytime I want to interact with this card, whether it means, and pretend I have a green, whether it means I'm putting a worker there to do this action, or I'm buying the card, whatever I'm doing to interact with this card, I now have to pay him. In order to do so, I have to pay him either a silver or a provision.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you did that one.
Well, yeah, I want something out of it.
Okay. I don't have any provisions left because I already spent them all. I do have lots of coins though. So I can't do the yellow card, but then I don't have anything over here I could anyway. I could do that, or I could spend one of my workers. I could journal and just get some more money. But
you already journaled once?
No. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was from the example.
She's already trying to cheat.
You know what? Okay. I just forgot to move it. I was very careful about reversing everything I did except for that apparently.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's go ahead. There's no workers out there at the moment, but I could. The one rule with retrieving workers is you cannot retrieve a worker you just put out on the same action. So what I could do is put a worker out. So for example, I could put a worker here and take the 2 provisions, which is what I'm going to do. But if I had some card that allowed me to pick a worker back up, I could not pick up that worker. I would have to choose a different worker. All right, your turn.
I'm going to play my 6 here.
And take that, yeah.
And take pay the 1 coin to take this card.
Okay, and this card has the end of round scoring, the rest action. So anytime he rests, he can either place an influence in the blue guild, or he can move an influence amongst up or down 1 guild. Costing 1 coin, and of course it has to go under one of his open water cards, which is what he just purchased.
Okay.
All right. I don't have a Vista for that. Go under. I don't have. Yeah, I can't. You can't even take any. I can't take any of these at the moment. Well, I guess I could because I do have that.
Those, yeah.
I do have that, but I'd rather have something that gave me provisions, not money underneath that. So the one rule about placing townfolk is that you have to place them. Number one, you have to have the tag that they want. So, for example, I'm just going to use him as an example. He has to be placed under a Vista. I don't have any out that are dual. Some of these require 2. You have to have both of them in your city, and they have to go under one of them. So, for example, this guy, if I happened to have this card, I could put him under this one because he is a city, or he is a Vista location. But I could not put him under this card because that's not what this is. He wants to be on the Vista. Okay. I can't do another blue card. Can't do that. I think. You know what? I'm going to put my pigeon here. I'm tempted to do the journal action, but I'm not. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the worker. I placed that last round so I can pick him up again. But I also get to place an influence, which is even more important. So I'm going to put the influence there.
Okay, so I'm going to place my 1 down here, pay my 2 resources, and I'm going to take this card.
Yeah, darn it.
You want to show it?
Yes, sorry. Okay, so he is going to use this one. So this one provides him with both a city and a library tag. And if he spends a die that has access to the pigeon resource, the pigeon icon, then he can place a yellow influence as well as get a journal action. Okay. Okay, I've only got 1 die left, so I can rest and take this action. So I'm going to rest. I re-roll my dice. Well, that's better anyway. At least I can do something with these, most of them. I get to journal. I'm going to go ahead and journal to here, so I get 2 more silver. And then plus I get a silver down here for the journal action, so, or for the rest action. All right, that is my turn. Now,
and you get the green.
I get the green, thank you. Because I'm the first one to cross into this lane, I get the green worker that's there.
Okay. So yes, I'm doing the same thing. I got to rest because I have no more dice.
You have no more dice.
I can journal. Boom. I get. Oh nope, sorry, wrong way. I'm going the same way as you're going. 2.
Okay. 2 coins
monies.
this early are important.
And then I am going to roll. Oh, I can influence a blue.
Okay.
And then roll my dice.
Okay.
4 and a 5. Which I have nothing to do on those except for the camel.
That's where I was stuck last round. All right, I think I'm going to do the 6 up here for the space cards. And I am going to take, I think I will take this guy. Okay, so I'm taking the space card. This is basically endgame scoring. So it's worth 1 point. I think this is the one I showed you earlier. 1 point plus 1 point for every observatory that you have. And I get a free resource instantly. It's in the 3 slot, so it costs me 3 coins. I'm suddenly rethinking. Sorry, guys. I think actually what I want to do, I'm not going to do that yet. Give me that. Let me put that back. No, wait a minute. Those were my 3 coins. Give me that back. And those go there. Okay. So I'm actually going to pay 3 coins. I am paying 3 coins, but I'm buying this guy. So this is one of the tokens. This is a token that goes onto your board.
One of the upgraded tokens.
Yeah, this is an upgrade token. So I can put it anywhere I want. The key is it has to stay the way it comes. So this guy has to stay vertical. If I were to grab a yellow, for instance, I could put it in, it has to stay horizontal, and you can flip it over so that the icons are wherever you want them, but it has to stay horizontal. Okay, so there's that. So I'm going to take this guy. And he is going to go, I think I'm going to put him over here. I kind of want to put him right here, though. I'm going to put him right there. Okay, so he is going to go here. And that gives me a reroll action. So I can take, so that action here means that I can take any dice off of my, that I've already used and re-roll it. So I get to re-roll it. It's another 4. Oh, hey, actually I like that idea because I have all sorts of icons there. Okay. That's my turn.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
I was doing this. I'm going to go here. Place that on that to do this action, which gives me a blue. I still got to pay the 3 coins, and I'm going to take this one.
Okay.
I'm going to place that one up here. Gives me a resource. Because I covered up a provision, I should say.
Yep.
And that gives my 5 a sailing action. My 6 has the satellite or the telescope and the pigeon action.
Okay. All right. I think I'm going to do this action. So it allows me to pay a green worker to take a green upgrade tile for 2 less coins, which they cost 2 coins. And I am going to grab, I think I'm going to grab the extra sailboat. Yes. And I'm going to put him right there under the 5. Ooh, maybe I'll put him down here though. That gives me, I'm going to do that. It doesn't give me anything right now, but it gives me 2 sailboats in here, which a lot of these cards require 2 sailboats. So that's not too bad. Okay.
Okay, so I'm taking my 1 and I'm going to put it down here. Take 2 resources. I get a coin back and I get a yellow card, which I think I'm going to take.
You get a coin back? Oh, that coin.
That
okay.
coin
Gotcha.
back for there. And I think I'm going to take this here, which instantly allows me to
to influence.
Yeah.
You can't influence this one because it doesn't come out till the end of your turn, right?
So I think I'm going to influence. What one do you look like you want? Look at your board.
Don't look at my board. Leave my board alone.
Look at your board with whatever I want to do. You do double sail cards, so we're going to do it on this one right here. Now we'll put a new card out.
Oh, that's not a bad one. Okay. All right. I am actually going to go. I set up for that? I am set up for that now. Okay. Except that now I don't have a telescope action. So, yeah. Okay. Is what it is, right? Okay. That's all right. We'll pivot a little bit. And instead, we are going to go with the sailboat action down to here, pay my 2 provisions, and take this card right here. This does not give me, okay, so this is the card I grabbed. It gives me both the harbor and the library tags. This does not line up with anything on the card next to it, so I don't get anything there. But anytime I pay a pigeon now, the pigeon action, I get a coin and can do a journal action. So, and I got the blue meeple that was sitting on top of it. The blue worker. Okay.
Doing my 4. I'm going to do that on the green, picking up a green card, which I will pay my 2. I'm going to take this to take him. Go under here.
This had to slide down from doing come out.
Which I just purchased one of those cards, so I get to influence a card, which I would like to influence. I'm going to influence that card.
Okay. And that's it? Okay.
It didn't give me anything special. Nope, not yet. But now whenever I activate that card, I get to put something up there. Oh, did you want to show this card?
Oh, yeah, sure. Matter of fact, give me this one. Okay. So this is the card he just picked up. Cost him 2 coins. Has to go underneath a Vista location, which it did. But now, anytime he activates this location, he gets not only anytime he buys a card, which will activate this location, he already got to put out the influence, but now he also can either influence a guild, either a black guild
or any guild,
or move up any guild, move one of your tokens around.
Yep.
There you go. Okay. All right. I'm going to pay my pigeon here, my 4, to gain a coin and do a journal action. So I have 1 green, so I can go this way. Which really limits with what I can do there now, but I already got those 2, so I'm good. Okay, so I can do that. So I get one of my extra dice. I also get to pick up. Did I take my coin? I did take my coin already from that. Okay. I also get to pick up one of the inspiration cards. So what do I want? Now the inspiration cards, if you meet their requirements, effectively double the end game scoring of whatever
card it is over the top.
Right. Now the only space card I currently have is the one that comes on your player board, which states
for every set of them,
for every set of upgrade tiles and townsfolk cards, you get 1 point. If I meet whatever I choose, then I would get to double that. So it's 5 stars, 4
open
of
water,
the open waters,
4 of the vistas, or 3 planets.
Now, I could, if I choose to, if none of those appealed to me, I could just discard the card and do the action on the board. But I think I will take one of them. I just don't know which one yet. I think I'm going to do... Let's do the open water one. I feel like I'm going to be a little better with that one. So this would go underneath that. There is no immediate bonus on it. I think there aren't on any of these, actually, now that I think about it. Okay. All right. That was my turn there, so, okay.
Okie dokie. I had this all planned out. Oh, yes, I am resting.
Okay.
So, I am going to journal.
Okay.
I have one blue, so I can go up here.
Okay.
So I get one of my dice, which will be rolled when I roll these.
Yep.
I get one of these cards, which right now is not big for me because I don't have anything out there that's going to match it.
Nope,
But it's something to work forward to. I need to do that, and I need that. So maybe if I go with, let's take this one, the Vista one.
Okay.
So I've got to look to get 4 Vistas now. So these move down. I'm going to leave that there because
4 open waters.
Oh yeah, that turns over.
Nothing else to do.
So now I already journaled. I get a coin for that, and then over here I can influence the blue guild or move one up. I'm going to move one up, and then I'm going to journal again by using that up.
Okay, so the special action on journaling or on the black one is that if you journal, you can pay 1 to journal again. You can only do it once per turn, though. You can't just continue doing so.
So, I think I was going to go this way, but there's nobody out to take that. So I'm going to go this way because I have 1 Vista right there. So I come over here, so I get a green token. I'm going to get this because I'm the first one there.
Right.
So now I have 2 green ones. And what was it I was looking at grabbing? I think... So let's do this one.
Okay.
And I'll put it here, which gives me another resource or another silver coin.
Okay.
And that is
it's your turn?
Yep.
Okay. I am taking my last one and going down here to take a green card. I'm going to take this guy. This guy costs me 2 coins. Has to go underneath of a harbor, which is where it's going, and every time I activate that harbor now, I get an extra coin. Okay. Okay, and then those 2 move down. New card out. Oh, there's the one I wanted.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Oh, shush.
And look at that. Oh, I never rolled my dice.
Oh, whatever.
So I have a 5,
all right, what can I
2
do with these
4s,
workers?
and a 1.
Good? I could do
So
that.
I think I'm just going to start off by taking my 4 and doing this green action
Taking the card
to pay the 2 to take this card, and we are going to put it under.
That's all you can do. So
I think we're going to put it under this one. Yeah.
you know what? I think I'm just going to rest. Oh no, I don't want to rest yet.
How many dice you got left?
I got none, but
What's
if
the
I,
2?
this is
two
this
over
is
there.
the one I got from here, but I don't re-roll it just yet. Okay, so yes, I should have rolled this right off the bat. 5. It does not help me at all. Okay, well, in that case, yeah, see, there's no workers out there to take, and the only place I can go is up to there, so it's kind of pointless to do it. So I think what I will do is I need provisions, though money wouldn't hurt either. You know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this yellow worker here, take the 2 money, and influence a yellow, because I don't have any influence up there yet. Okay, that's my turn.
I am going to put this green worker there to take the
See,
two
that's what I wanted to do,
resources
but I didn't want to
and
have to pay
influence
you.
on blue.
I didn't want to have to pay you to do it, so that's why I didn't do that one. Okay. I am going to, I think I'm going to go ahead and just use this 5 down here in the blank spot to take a green. It's going to cost me 2 coins, and I think I'm going to take that action, and we will put that right here. Covers up a provision, so I get 1 provision. Okay. All right.
So I'm going to take my 5 and go to sale, which is going to use up 2 of my provisions, which I think I was planning to do this one. Oh, yeah, well that was always good. That got me absolutely nuts.
I know. I hate it when those don't match up. Okay. All right, I'm going to rest. So I'm pulling back my dice. I am journaling up to here because I have 2 of the harbors. So for that, I get to pull 1 guy back off the board. The only guy that's on the board is the yellow I put out earlier, so I get that. I also get 1 coin. And then I re-roll all 4 of my dice. And got nothing I wanted. That's not helpful. 2, 3, 4, 2. Okay, great. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
So I think I'm going to go back here again to pick up 2 more. And I can put influence on blue.
Okay. Well, now that you're no longer there, I can put a blue guy there and do the same thing. But I have to place a blue. I cannot place an influence in blue. Okay.
And to do this now I can come here. I make a
basically it's a discount
thing,
of
so
1.
I just have to pay 1 basically. And I would gain a coin. And I was looking at taking this one.
Okay.
So I get a re-roll of dice. That's my instant action. Here, show them the card.
Oh, yep. Yes. So this guy, this action here means that you take 1 die off of your board that you've already used and re-roll and basically reactivate him or re-ready him. It gives him a Vista tag icon and states that any time he picks up either an observatory or a library, he gets to pick up a worker from somewhere. Okay, I need to get some yellow cards down. That's all there is to it. So let's go ahead and... Okay. I think I'm going to start with this because this has the camel action. So I'm going to go here, pay my 2 resources, get a coin and a yellow card, and I am going to take... I'm going to take that one. This guy gives me a coin instantly and states that every time I pick up a space card with stars on it, I get a provision. Let's just hope I can remember that. I have a hard time remembering that, to do those. Okay, and then there's that one. Okay, that's a nice one.
So, my turn. I was going to do this one. Is this the one I'm going to do? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this action, which gives me one of those, which I think I'm going to take. Ooh, do I want that or do that? Oh boy, because then I could do that then. Yeah, I'll do this, and I'm going to put that right there.
So you have a double sailboat and
So
one.
I have a double sailboat because every time I play a double sailboat now, I can take a card
green
for
card
free,
for
basically.
Well, for 3 less. I don't know if there's any more worth
For
more
3
than
less,
3,
yeah. Because I think the highest one is 3.
Is
There
3.
might
There
be
might
4.
be,
We haven't seen them all.
Nope. Okay, I am going to do a pigeon action here, and I'm actually going to pick up a worker, snag that green, and influence something. I'm going to go ahead and influence the black. Okay. All right.
Okay. I kind of shortchanged myself, though.
Somehow I don't think it'll hurt you in the end of the game. Hasn't hurt you yet.
Can't do what I wanted to do up there. I don't have the coinage to do that over there. I do have that, so I could come over here and get 2 coins, so I can do the rest of that action.
And get your influence of yellow too.
Yes, I know.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay. I'm going to use this green one, and I'm going to go up to here. So it says I get to purchase a space card for $1 less. I want this guy. So I'm going to purchase this one for a total of 4 or 3 instead of 4. That's going to go right there. And the instant action is I get to journal right away. I can journal down to here because now I have 1 comet. So I can journal to here, which allows me to pick up a purple tile. And the purple tiles, I've started down this trek with the comets. This is the one I grabbed. So this one states that this card is worth 3 points automatically, or if I have the most comets, it's worth 4. So we'll see. So I'm debating on picking up one of the comets just to hopefully secure that I am ahead in comets. That being said, I don't need comets anywhere else on this board.
No.
Okay.
You're doubler.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. But that's only worth 1 point at the end of the game, and that's where you always whoop me.
Could actually be more points.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And that's just 1 less of those you have to find.
That's true.
Because there's been times that we don't see those open seats come out.
Yeah, there's only 1 out right now. Okay. Yeah, you get so few of those. I hate to give up the big points on them, though. Because there's only 3 places to even get them. I think I'm going to take my chances on that. And I'm going to go for this other comet. And this comet is just going to go right here. So it allows me to influence a card. I'm going to influence that one. Okay.
Okay. So I'm taking my 5 and I'm going here. I'm paying my 2 resources to take this pigeon and put it right there. I'm going to put it down here so I can get another resource.
I think I am going to actually use, I'm going to use my 2 to go here. I'm going to pick up this card here for 2 coins. He is going to go underneath. So I'm picking up this guy. He's going to go underneath my Vista so that every time I pick up a star card, I get not only a provision, but I get a coin as well. If I can remember as I pick up the silly star cards.
Right.
That seems to be my problem on this one.
Now what I'm doing is I'm going to play my 1 on my pigeon because now my 1 actually has a pigeon action on it.
Okay.
So I get to go and place in the yellow guild, and I get to journal, which I do have 2 of these now. 1, 2.
Okay.
So I'm coming forward and I'm going to pick up this book one.
Okay.
I think I'm going to just place it down here, which will allow me to pick up and re-roll a dice. Yeah, I'll pick up this one. And it gives me a 1. Well, not exactly what I wanted to do, but that's okay.
Okay. I'm going to use my yellow guy here, and I'm going to pick up a card. Yeah, green card, and then I can increase or decrease one of my dice. Well, I'm going to just increase this to a 4, although I could have done that anyway based on the piece that was there. Oh, you know what though? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. All right, but I get to pick up a card, so I am going to pick up this guy for 1 coin. He is one of the end rounds, the rest scoring ones, and will have to go on, cost me 1, goes underneath my open
I didn't
water.
see that guy up there.
He just came out, and I was really hoping you wouldn't see him before I did. Okay,
so I am taking my white die, 1 die, which I can put on the pigeon action again, and I am going to journal. I have 2 of these, so I'm going to come down here. I get this green guy, I get a coin. And
That was my next action.
Okay, your turn.
I am using my pigeon to go here to journal, to go to here. So I get that and that. And, oh no, wait a minute. Yeah, I was here, so I have to go here. So I have to give up an influence here and here to do it. And that's fine. So I got those, but you already got that. But I do get an extra coin. No, I actually get 2 coins because of my cards here.
Oh, because you journaled off of that card.
Yep, I
Okay.
journaled off
So
that
I
card.
am resting. So I get to journal, which I have 3 of these, 3 green, the townfolk cards. So I get my other dice.
I feel like we're pigeonholing ourselves
Now-
into one space again.
Now I get one of these cards, but I don't have another space card, so I don't really get another one of these cards.
You can jettison it, you can
I
discard
know.
it.
I was getting there.
Okay.
So, what do I want? I think I am going to take and jettison.
Well, discard, I guess, is the right word for it, but
Oh yeah, discard. 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 I think I'm going to take and get rid of this one and get money for it. 2 coins. New one comes out. Okay, and then that was that part of it. So I get a coin there. And over here I can move one up, or I can do the blue. I'm actually going to move one up to here because I can't do it again. So
yeah.
I'm going to re-roll my dice. I got a 1 and a 6 and a 4 and 2 2s, which has nothing to do in there.
Okay. I have to rest.
Okay.
So I am resting. All right, I get a coin. I get influence in yellow or move one. I'll just put influence in the yellow. Roll my dice.
So is this one for each set?
I think that's
Of those
for each
cards?
set of cards. I'd have to look that one up, but I think so. That's what makes sense. Okay, so I have my dice rolled. I've gotten all of my end game or my rest actions. Sorry, and I did that right. Yes, I did that. I got my stuff. Now, do I want to go again? I don't think I do just yet. I'm tempted because I could go here. I could use my black influence and go here. But then I pigeonhole myself into having 3 of those, of which I only have 1.
Or you have a sun or a moon.
Which I have none of.
Okay.
So, and there's none out.
Well, you're gonna. Oh, because you're in this big
yeah,
space,
I'm in
so
this
you could
space.
go
I
through
could
2
go
blues,
up through the
but
2
you
blues,
need
but
2
I
blues.
don't have any blues yet.
Right.
So that's the only problem. So do I want to wait? Because getting the blues, I'd have to go here twice.
And yep, you ain't gonna like me though. But anyway,
What?
nothing, dear. Nothing at all. Nothing to see here.
I'm debating what's going to be easier to get, the 2 blue of those or 2 more of these. All right, I will hold off for just a second. And
Okay.
decide what I'm
'Cause
doing.
this is why you're not going to like me, because I was going there to do that exact action, to take
I still could go there because I have
this
the blue.
one, which allows me to go up or down. I think I'm going to go like this, and that's going to give me a coin and a resource. Oh, and I have to pay 3 coins.
Okay. I am going to use my 6 to go down here and purchase this card here. Has to go under my city, costs me 2 coins, but will make that action a little bit less expensive every
You'll
time
have a
I
1
have to
discount
do it.
basically.
Yeah.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 4, which I can now add to make it a 5, And I'm gonna put it on my double shipping one, which is gonna give me a card that I can get for free. And a -3 basically. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna slide that underneath this one. Up here, you want to look at it?
Sure. Costs him 2 coins, has to go under a city, and gives him a discount. Basically,
It gives me a
states
camel
that
or a
camel
pigeon.
or pigeon, which he's putting it under an area that requires a pigeon to activate, which basically means you can put any dice there because the pigeon is already there. So I'm going to go here to do the 2 blue. So it costs
To
me
do the two blue.
I'm sorry, to
You
do
only
the
did
blues.
one blue, yeah.
One blue. It's cost me all 3 coins I have, but I'm going to take this one and we're going to put it over here. No, maybe I'll put it right there. Yeah, I think I'll put it there so I get 1 coin back. Okay.
Okay. I think I am stuck. I do have coins, so I could go up there, and I think that's one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 6 telescope to go up here, and I am going to pay. Oh no, you're already there. Okay, so I
I'm
don't
already
have
there.
enough
Oh.
coins to do what I wanted to do. Well, that doesn't work out correctly like I wanted it to, because the one I wanted is a little bit more. Do that, yeah, well, let's go ahead and do that then. I'm going to use my 1 to go here, pay 2 resources, I get a coin, and I'm taking this guy.
Is that the... Oh, man.
So here, so now every time I buy one of those,
This is the one I wanted. I was trying to get
Ouch.
myself to it, and it just didn't happen yet. So, yeah, every time he buys an open water card, he gets an extra coin. Plus, you get a coin
I already got
immediately.
it.
You already did. Oop.
I already took my
It fell
coin.
into my player area, so I guess I get to keep it.
No, you don't.
It doesn't work that way?
No.
Okay. Okay, I am going to take my sailboat action here with the 5, put it there, spend my last 2 resources to buy this card here, which gets me 2 workers. I have to pay him my last coin. Take your influence back. But it gives me another harbor. Every time I can use a dice with a sailboat action on it to re-roll a die to increase or decrease a different die and to gain a resource or a provision.
Okay.
And then the 2 here, the 2 instant actions, one of them activates and gives me a
Provision.
provision.
Okay, now I can go down here to the 6. And now I can pay the 4 to take this card, which doesn't give me any instance,
Nope.
but it does give me a point for every vista that I have.
At the end of the game, yep.
And since my doubler over here, if I have 4 vistas, it's going to double this, so they kind of work together.
Yep.
So you know I'm going to at least have 4 points on that card because I'm trying to get it for that.
Yep. Oh, these can come over here. Oh, look, that's free again. But I have no money. That does not help me any. So I'm going to have to use some of my guys for money, I think. I can go here and gain 2 coins. Plus a yellow influence. Okay.
Takes that, but that would do that.
It's very
That would
easy
do
to
that.
lose track of what you're doing.
Yep.
Your overall plan.
Okay, so that doesn't give me anything I need. I'm trying to look ahead to see what I need ahead to get out of my area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. And
I need to be able to go that way, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I need to do that. So this is...
okay.
That's going to give me that. That's going to give me that.
Okay.
So I think where I'm going to go is I'm going to use one of my influence to use this 2 to come down here to pay 2 to take.
Go ahead and take
that
mine.
one.
You can give me your last coin.
I think do I want to do that one?
Save me a
That's a
step.
double. Yeah, I'll take the double sailboat action, I guess.
Okay.
I was thinking about taking this just to get the blue worker though, but
Yeah.
okay. So I get a resource from that. So
Okay. All right. I am going to have to go here to just take the 2 coins. I'm taking the coin action on my board.
mm-hmm. Oh, that's why I was looking at one of these, because I get a coin when I take those.
Mm-hmm.
Well. I do need another one of those though too. So I am going to. I think I'm going to rest.
Okay. You're down to 1 die, so you could do that.
So I get to journal. I do have 3 of these, so I'm moving up here, which is going to give me a green card for free and this worker. It's what do I really need versus what do I want. I'm going to take this one, I guess. And I'm going to put it under this sailboat guy. Oh no, it's got to go under a Vista card. I didn't notice it went under a Vista card. I have Vista cards, but I'm taking this card instead.
Okay.
Well, it takes. Well, okay. That's fine. Okay. So, that was this action. I get a coin right there. Nothing there. Oh, it's trying to disappear on me. And then I get to either push up one or I can influence a blue, which I think I'll influence a blue. Reroll my dice. I got a 1 and a 4 and 2 5s and another 1. Yay, that's what I needed.
Go in there to do that again. 3. We'll take that one and we will put it right there, I think. So I'm covering a provision, so I get 1 provision. Okay.
So I'm going to take my 1 and go down here, pay my 2 provisions. I get a coin for it. Oh, I get 1 provision back. And I'm going to take this card. I get 2 of these workers. And I get 2 coins for doing so.
Yep. And that one states that every time he picks up either a planet, moon, or sun card, which are basically, there's one right there actually that's out, which is basically this card. If he picks up a card with that tag on it, then he gains an extra provision. You need to, like, you're taking up too much space over here.
Well, I can't help it if you cannot build your city.
All right,
Or
took
you're
all
part
of
of the world.
whatever.
Here, I will move
I am
down
like
a little
really closed. Okay, I'm gonna take this my last die, go down to here to journal. So I get to, I'm gonna journal up to here because I have the 2 blue now. So I get that die. 5. That didn't really help much. I'm gonna take this guy because I'm pretty close to that one. So this inspiration card, which I got for here with, did I grab my, I did grab my extra dice. Says that if I have 2 green upgrades and 2 black upgrades, then I get to double my points. So all I need is 1 more black upgrade and I've got it. So
bit.
okay,
1, 2,
so
3,
there's
4,
that.
5, 6. Okay, so my turn.
No,
Oh no, you
hold
just
on. I still get the
right?
2 coins. Well, I journaled here.
Oh, okay.
So I get the 2 coins. I am going to, do I want to pay to journal again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You got
6,
the 2
7.
books.
I got the 2 books. I will pay my 1 influence to journal again to here, which will give me a free green card. I'll put those back there so we can see it. And I'm going to take this her, the only one I can take. And she will go under this one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to take this 4, and since this already has a sailboat there, I can use any dice there. No, I'm not, because I don't have the provisions to do that. Well, doesn't that make things interesting? I think instead, but I think, good gosh, I got all the greens and 1 yellow. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a green and get 2 provisions and influence a blue tracker.
I'm going to use this to go down here to purchase either a black card or a token. So I'm going to purchase the token. It cost me 3 coins. I'm going to take this guy. I'm actually going to put him right here, which will give me a provision. Mm-hmm. Makes my 3s completely useless, but I can up it 2 or down, basically increase it 2 or decrease it 1, and it's 3 points at the end of the game. And it gives me my second black one, so that doubler is in effect.
Right.
So he's worth anywhere from 6 to 8 points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, shoot. I can't. I'm at a point where I have to rest now, and I can't journal.
Okay.
I don't have everything I need yet.
I would like to
Shoot. That was poor planning. I should have done that differently. Oh well. Too late now.
And then I got that there. Okay, that's what I'm doing then. Okay, so now I'm going to play this 4 down here because I have a sailboat already there. I'm going to pay my 2 provisions, and I'm taking this one to put out there, which doesn't give me anything here. Here, you want to show that one? I get a coin because it's one of the open sea ones for that.
And you get a blue at basically a free blue upgrade tile.
Yes, I get a free blue upgrade tile. I have everything else, so I'm going to take this. And I was going to go with it right here. There we go. This moves, this goes there.
I have to rest. I cannot journal though, because I don't have either of the pieces to do so. But I do get a coin, and I get to either influence a yellow or move an influence. I will move an influence up to the black. At this point, that's not going to save me any money. All right, save me any points. 2, a 4, and a 5. Okay.
Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I'm going to put this blue here, which I need to pay you a resource. I get 2 resources, and I get to influence the blue.
Okay. I'm going to take my 2, go there, because the 2 has the sailboat action, pay my 2 resources, take that card. That card indicates that I can, it gives me both my last harbor I need to go up to move, as well as a book. It basically states that every time I can use a pigeon action to journal and gain a resource. Or, yeah, that. And the instant action gives me another provision.
Right. I believe what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay on this one. I'm going to pay my 3 resources. To take the top 3, I get a build 1.
Okay. Oh, that's a good way to get around that.
That's a really good one there. So.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to pick up, that matches up by picking up a resource.
And if he does a double sailboat action, he gets to pick up 4 resources. That is a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shoot. I think I'm going to do one of my pigeon actions. I'm going to take one of these 1s because I have I can change it up 1. So I'm going to take one of these 1s and turn it into a 2. And then do the pigeon action here. So I get 2 coins. And I get to journal. I have 4 of these finally. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm journaling up to here. which gives me another purple action. So
Right.
I will. I'm having trouble getting these, but that's only 1 point. I think I'm gonna be better off going this route. So I'm gonna take this one, the stars. I'm gonna plop him right there. Every time I take a star, I get both a resource and a silver.
Right. Okay, so on my action is I'm definitely taking one of these 5 that has a double sailboat action to come over here onto this. That gives me 4.
That makes total sense. All right, so I'm going to take the 1 here. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to take it from here. I'm going to take my 4 because my 4 has both the pigeon and the camel available.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go here. I get a discount of 1, so I only have to pay 1 resource. And I can pick a card, but I don't want any of these cards. I want to choose from here. Now the back of these cards, if you notice, has this symbol on the back of it that states if you pay, you can either pay a pigeon or an additional resource to look at the top 3 cards. You get to pick one, put the other 2 at the bottom of the discard pile, or the bottom of the deck, I'm sorry. But the only time you get to do this is if it is in conjunction with another action that allows you to pick a card. So I'm doing the pick a card action here. Let me take my extra coin before I forget it. But I don't want any of these. Well, I chose a dice that had a pigeon available already. So I've already got the pigeon available. So I get to look at the top 3 cards of the deck if I choose. And I choose. So I'm going to look at these 3. What do I want? Well, here, let's do this. These are my choices, guys. I'm going to show you this because we're not going to get to the bottom of the deck where he's going to get more of them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So here's my choices. What do I want? I can re-roll a dice instantly. That's nice. I can get a yellow. Every time I pick up one of those, I get a coin. But I need, okay, so this one's out. I need mountains at this point, I think.
Vistas?
Why did I need vistas? I need open waters.
You need open waters.
But I don't need vistas.
You have 1
at the
open
moment.
water. And you're getting pretty close to getting a
I
game
know.
over here, and you
I
have no open
know.
waters.
I think I'm going to have to give up on that doubler. That's all there is to it. I'm not going to get it. I think I'm going to take this guy. Maybe. I don't know. That says every time I pick up a harbor, I get to influence a yellow.
Or move
But
one up.
how many more times am I going to pick up harbors, though?
Mm-hmm. This will allow you to pick up a card or a dice and
right now,
re-roll it.
roll, and that gives me an instant yellow
And every time you pick up a city, you would get a coin.
coin. Yeah. You know what? We're going to go ahead and stick with what my choice. Okay. So those go on the bottom of the deck, and that is my turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now I gotta remember what I was doing. Oh, yes. Right? Yes. I'm going here. I'm influencing the yellow. And I get to journal, which I have 4 of these. So I can go up here, and I think... I thought about this now, and I was like, how do I want to go about doing that? I think, actually, I'm going to do...
It's a hard choice.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm actually going to take this one and put it up here.
City? Okay.
So I get nothing there. And that is my turn.
Okay. But you know what? I think I am going to just do that. I'm going to take this 1 and go here. And I'm going to take the telescope. I have 2 telescopes.
You
And I
already
have-
have the telescope. Can you take the other telescope?
Yeah, you can take them.
I thought you only could have one.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm not the camel anyway, because I double checked that. But okay, I can move one if I want to. Sure, we'll move that one up there.
So I am going to do my last one of these, which I'm going to place here, which now I can buy a green card for 3 less.
Wow.
I'm going to buy this
I knew
card.
that was going.
And I'm actually going to put it underneath this one here.
And it can go there?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Here,
Okay.
you want to see what it is?
Oh, sure. So, yeah, he bought the double sailboat. That's going to go on top of one of his cards that requires a double sailboat. Go figure.
So now I can place any dice there.
Yep. Okay, so now, all right, we are going to yeah, okay. So I'm going to take this, my 5, and just go here. I don't want another scoring card. I think I kind of want to, oh no, that's what I was doing. Okay, so I'm going to go up here. I'm going to use the telescope from my 5 to go buy a black card, and I want this one. This gives me a provision instantly. It costs me $4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and basically states that I get 1 point plus 1 point for every book I have, and that is going to go right. No, I'm gonna put it over here.
3 comets.
I'm moving. Don't you dare! Of course, now I'm out of money. Okay.
Well, I don't have an action to be able to go over there right now, so.
Yeah, well, I'm out of actions too. So, okay,
So-
your turn.
I do have these that I can do, but I cannot go to buy there because there's already a green one there.
Yep.
And I can't go there to buy that card out of there, so it moves down. So, oh, jeez, I bought that card and forgot to do that. That's okay.
Oh, I just bought a
What?
star card specifically for that, so I get.
Do I get to do that?
It's still my turn. You haven't gone yet. I purposely bought that star card because I wanted the resources, and then I
I'm
go and
trying to
forget
look
about
see
it.
what I have here, but I don't have enough, so I am just going to go ahead and rest. I roll
Okay.
my dice. I'll put them out in a minute. I get a coin,
Oh gosh, at this point I have to rest.
and I get to go on the blue or right. Actually, I am going to push up, and then I have 7 of these, so I'm coming down here, so I can put one on the yellow and on the blue.
You've definitely got those locked up.
And I could actually end it right now.
You could.
It is my prerogative. I could end this. I got so many coins I could buy things with, but that's nothing that's really, yeah, it could give me points later, right?
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna lose this game anyway. I mean, come on, I haven't won one yet.
No, I'm going to continue.
Okay.
I have a 5 there, I have a 4 there, I have a 3 there, and I have 2 1s. Okay, I know what I need to do. And it is going to be that. So, okay, your turn.
My turn now,
Your
finally?
turn, yes.
Okay.
I'll
that
end
I
it
have-
next round.
Oh, I'm resting. Huh? You'll end
I'll
it
end
next
it
turn.
in a couple
Okay.
rounds here as soon as I
Okay.
get to what I need to get
So
to.
I have to rest, so I get 1 coin. I get to influence a yellow or move 1. Yeah, it's not going to help no matter what I do, so it doesn't matter. That's all I have. And I have the 7, so I can move there. Actually, I have either. I'm looking at what's the final thing is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have 4 of those. I don't have any of those that will help me, so it doesn't really matter. My best bet is to go this way. Okay, so I get to influence a yellow and a blue. Again, not that it's going to help any, but whatever.
Okay.
And then I rolled. I got 2 6s, a 5, and 2 3s. Yay. Not
Okay.
helpful. Okay.
So I'm going to take one of my 1s and I'm going to go down here. I'm going to pay my 2 coins. And I'm going to get a telescope to put here, which gives me a chance to influence a card. And what would you really want? I will influence that card. Oh no, let's influence that card.
Okay. I'm going to I'm going to take one of these 6s down here and just take the money. Or do I want to do that instead? You know what? No. I think instead I'm going to take this 5 for the sailboat action, pay the 2 resources. And take this card right here, which gives me 2 black influence instantly. Okay, so yeah. So that one gave me 2 black influence immediately. So I'm taking that one and the workers that were on it. And the instant action on there, lets me influence a card. So let's see, what card do I want to influence? What card will you want? I don't even know. I'm gonna go with that one. Okay, and then these move down.
Okay, well, with that.
Oops, and that comes out. Okay, all right.
I'm going to play my 4, which has a telescope on it, to go right there. To buy that card you just freaking influenced. So you get one of these. I get one of these. That's going to go there.
Which makes that go there. And this, come right there. Oh, and there's a moon. Okay, so now I'm actually going to use I can't use that.
Oh, and I purchased a sun, so I get a resource. I'm not going to miss that one this time.
It's hard to remember those when they're in different sections of your board. All right, I'm going to have to just use one of my 6s to go down here and take the money. I need the 2 coins. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I guess I'll put my 5. Well, you know what? I can, I'll just do my 5 and no. I'm going to put my 4 over here and get 4 provisions.
Okay. I'm going to use my 6 for my telescope action, and I am going to go ahead and buy this card, so you get that back, and you can have your provision back, and this goes right here. And it cost me,
oh, look,
what was
more
it, 4
comments.
coins? 1, 2, figures. Cost me 4 coins. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going here, which puts me 1 into the yellow and allows me to journal. I have 4 of these that puts me there, gives me either one of those or one of those. I think I'm going to take one of those, and I'm going to take this one to put on top of that one. Where do I put it on top of this one?
Which one was that? Was that the one with the... No,
The
never
6
mind.
resources,
Okay.
or the
That was
6...
Never mind.
Those. So I'm going to put it on top of that one.
Okay. So at this point, we each have 1 more turn.
Yep.
I only have 1 coin left and 2 provisions, so I can't do very much. The best I could do is take 1 card if I go up there. Either card would work, but I have 2 workers that I can get stuff with, but money and provisions mean nothing at the end of the game. Influence, I don't have enough influence over there to really make a difference. I'd have to have 3 in the yellow to do anything. Moving up, I could put 2 influence out, but again, it's not going to make any difference at this point. So I don't know that, because I don't have the 4th book. If I had a 4th book, I'd be moving up instantly. I know what I would do, but I don't have the 4th book. That's what I was hoping to find. Okay, so my best bet, point-wise, is probably going to be 2, 3, 4. If I take on those are both 3s. There we go. If I take on another harbor, it would gain me 3 points. I don't know if that's all that beneficial. Although that's not a harbor, though. And I can't even get enough of these to do it, because to get that to activate, or no, that one to activate. I actually have a lot of flexibility with the dice I have left because of the where the 2 3s are sitting. So that's nice, but No matter what I do, I'm only getting one more point. I think buying one more of these might be my best bet. But I can't. I don't have the stuff to do it because I've already played this. So that's out of the mix too. Because I've already covered that action.
You don't have enough resources. Okay, I was gonna say
Nope.
you could go and play.
Yeah,
this
I only have
action,
two.
but- Okay. So what you doing?
I'm honestly thinking the only thing I can probably do, this would give me 1 point. So again, not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How are you gonna get that though?
With putting a guy right here.
Oh.
I have a green worker.
Oh, okay.
And it's free, so I don't need the money for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, literally no matter what I do, it's 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right, well, we'll just put the worker there and take that one and put it right there. I have a spot for it. I was hoping to save that for a purple, but, it is what it is. All right, take your last action.
I was hoping to be able to get back up here and get another, like that card or that card,
Yeah.
but I could not. Or even that card. But I don't have the coins anymore.
Yeah.
I have the resources to pick something up, but those cards aren't going to give me anything that
Any
I
points,
need
yeah.
to score points for. So,
Oh, yeah, you definitely could
well,
be on this
no,
one.
if I take one of these,
Your
it'll give
multipliers,
me a set of for
Yeah.
those. Yeah, so it'll go up that way.
Yeah, this is a...
So,
Which is...
I guess that's what I'm going to end up doing. Is I'm going to come down here, spin 2, and take. It doesn't matter on that part there because these aren't going to do you any good now. So I'll take this one, put that on the end down there, and it would get me a resource. Woohoo! Okay. So that is the end of the game.
I feel like this one is going to be uglier than any of the other ones we've played yet.
Yep. So Garfield Games has a new app that, if you can see it, has a new app. You can go in there, you can click Wayfarers. It has a scoring for solo variant, but you can go in here and you can pick the people. You can actually
Hold on to
you can actually put their names in. So if I was like that one, I could type in my name. Okay, and confirm, and then we could say Katy is such the rogue person. We can type on rogue and type in Katy's name, and hopefully I don't spell Carrie this time. Okay, and then you hit continue, and now you're going to score. So the first scoring mechanism is your victory points from your cities, your vistas, your harbors, and your open waters,
Okay.
which is
So what
your
that
sets
means
for up here.
Yes. So the 4 main land types, your cities, your vistas, your harbors, and your open waters, score based on these numbers up here on the top. And I'll do
So
this. We'll put
anything
this
that
right
has
here.
that tag on it.
Okay. So this is basically what we're scoring right now. So we start off with our cities, and then you count how many cities you have in your tableau, and that's the number of points you get. Like I only have 1 city in mind, so I get nothing for that. Then we go to the vistas. I have 2 vistas, so that's worth 2 points.
So you get 2 points.
For harbors, I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
So that gives you 5
That's
points.
5 points. So
that
now
puts
I'm
you
up to 7. And then for open waters, I only have 2. So that's 2 more points. So I got a whole whopping 9 points that way. But then you score your sets, which is this number here. 4 basically not equal cards. So
one of each type
card.
of the terrain
So-
of the cities, vistas, harbors, and open
Since I only have
waters.
1 city, that makes it fairly easy. I
So
have
you get
1
4
full
points.
set.
Total of
That's 5 points.
14 points. Because
Right?
you had 9.
9. Okay, yes.
So
Yay.
me. So of the cities, I actually have 3 because I have that token up there. So that is 3 points. For the vistas, I have 4 of them, which would give me 5 points. So that is 8 points. The harbors, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives me 5 more points. And then the open waters, I have 1, 2, 3, which gives me 3 more points.
One more. There you go.
And then for the matches, I have 3 cities, I have 3 open waters, I have 4 vistas, and I have 4 harbors. So I have 15. A set of 3, so that's 15 more points.
Now you might want to delete and go 31.
And that is 31.
Yeah, this is going to be the worst loss yet. I can see that already.
Okay, so then you hit continue, and now you're scoring your victory points from space cards and achieved inspiration cards. So we're scoring this upper section now.
All right. I have the most comments because you don't have any comments, do you?
No, I do not have any comments.
This one's only worth 1 point. Well, no, I have the most, so it's worth 4. This one is also worth 4, but since I did achieve this inspiration goal, then it is actually worth 8. So I have 12 there. This one here, I'm going to skip this one for a minute. 1 plus 1 for every book. I have 3 books, so that's worth 4 points. So then I'm at 12, 16 points so far. And then this guy is your sets between your cards and these, and this does count,
this does
right?
Count, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I definitely have 6 here, so that's worth 6 points. I did not get my inspiration bonus,
so you only get 6 points there, so you're at 22.
Yes.
And mine is, this one is, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I definitely have 7 up there. And I do have the doubler for that one, so that's 14 points. This one is, I get a point per vista. I have 4 of those, so now that is 18. That is 18 points. And then this one is 3 points per, is that a combination of sun and moon?
Sun and moon, yes. Combination of sun
Darn
and
it.
moon. So you don't have that one?
Then I would have put that there, but I didn't.
You're still
going
to cream me.
So I get nothing out of that card. I was thinking, I just now seen the moon symbol
yeah.
there.
So
if I was
really
able to
bad.
get that card, I would have doubled that. That would have been 14. Next is your victory points. Victory points on all upgrade tiles, which are these up here.
There I tried to go heavy this time.
So you got
10,
it on this
11,
one too.
12,
I got 5,
13,
6, 7,
14.
8, 9, 10. I have 10 points.
I have 17.
You have 17 points?
Yep. I don't think it's going to help me though.
And then you 3 victory points to the player with the most influence. So
I got 3, you got 6.
I got 6. See, we both went a different route because normally you have more on that, and then I end up with 3. You usually end up with 6.
Yeah, I usually have none left, and I tried something different.
And then
I don't think it helped.
Final scores are
65 to 56, and yet again,
it's less. It's only a 9-point victory for me, and not a 10-point victory.
The last 2 games have been a 15-point spread. So
she did better. She still has not won this yet, but give it time. She'll finally beat me.
It's not looking good. Okay, so anyhow, that is how you play Wayfarers.
This is how you play Wayfarers of the South Tigris. This is not.
I hope you enjoyed that. Again, if you caught anything that we missed, if you caught him cheating, please let me know. I'll put a note in there if I didn't catch it during the editing process. But anyhow, again, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon if you want notification of future content. But in the meantime,
we'll see you at the next one.